Big day for me, Kevin, in particular, for John Lundstrom back in the side today. His last start was against Stirling in the Cup. The manager clearly has faith that he's in there to keep the ball.
Yeah, I think, listen, it'll look like a different game for John today. I think Hearts will be quite compact and narrow and try and be quite stuffy and play on the counter-attack with someone like Barry Mackay trying to break out, but Boyce trying to be a platform and get them up the pitch. So John's going to need to play the wee thready passes, but he's also going to need to be aware that when the ball does turn over for a Ryan Kent or a Scotty Arfield or a Joe Aribo, that he's there to put out the fires.
4-2-3-1 formation is expected. Alan McGregor between the sticks. It's James Tavernier, Connor Golson, Leon Balogun restored to underfoot conditions. Kevin Thompson, absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, I've always said it, if you can't play this, you might as well give up.
Tavernier again, different delivery. And it's over the top. Well, relatively free in front of the Sandy Jardine stand where there's a pocket of Hearts fans. Fired in, the header there isn't far away and deflected behind again. Launches it long. Alfredo Morelos is in behind. Route one from Rangers, it might pay the dividend though. Backtracking possible. Ryan Jack with one over the top again. Scott Arfield, legs like pistons. Aaron Ramsey, the big signing in the window on the bench. Part of which I think clearance, but Bassey's had his pocket picked. Hearts coming forward again from distance. The long-term holders of the title. There's a bit of a mix-up there by Connor Golson and Kent exploding into the box. Has he got an angle? Oh, and inches wide of the target. He seemed to have an eternity when he brought it back in his right foot, Kevin. He wraps his foot round it and it just inches wrong side of the goal frame.
It's just how quick they go as well, Tom. You know, a clever...
Doing it early and in behind. Morelos sticks to the task. Real tenacity from the Colombian internationalist. Combines with Arfield. Here's Morelos, can he get his shot away? Hits the target and gathered well by Craig Gore.
Tight areas.
With a ball from Bassey. Here's Ryan Kent across the face.
Brilliant.
Morelos! Stunning goal for Rangers. 11 minutes on the clock. Morelos doing what Morelos does best. But the delivery from Kent, outstanding. And the first pass to undo Hearts rear guard from Bassey was perfectly weighted. Rangers break the deadlock, 11 minutes on the clock. Alfredo Morelos on target. A stunning finish, 14 for the season. It's Rangers 1, Hearts 0.
Sensational, unbelievable ball for Calvin Bassey, Tom. You know, just cultured left peg. Didn't expect it for the big one, to be honest, but a beautiful pass. And then Ryan Kent, you can't do any more for Alfredo Morelos.
He's not got a lot of options though. He's got the composure and the willing as he fires it in. Later on Aribo, and it's just taking time to regroup from a blue-shirted perspective. Ball in the box, no one attacking it, and Alan McGregor. It's early for Joe Aribo. Kent is central. Joe Aribo! Not quite as clean a connection as I suggest he might have liked, but he knew exactly what he had to do here. And it's terrific the way that Rangers have ensured that Hearts can't get out, and Aribo just pulls the trigger. There's Atkinson again. Digs out the delivery.
Same with Imagine Bagheera, who used to like stepping in for centre-back. I don't think Calvin does that naturally, but for left-back, he loves to get up and down that line. And
lifts his head, cleverly finds Kent. Kent, can he find the finish? Oh, it's just wide of the target. Outstanding passage of play from Rangers, Kevin. It was worthy of a goal.
Oh, sensational. Down the side again, in behind Tom. You know, brilliant for Ryan Kent to start with. Alfredo willing to run. You know, borderline maybe offside there, but at the same time.
Go back the years again, 1971. This day in 1971. My apologies, is quickly pounced upon by Kent again. Bassey goes beyond him, needs a good delivery.
You need to be willing to go where it hurts.
Great vision, Lundstrom just pops it in behind. Aribo with the cut back in search of Morelos.
You know, Hearts right, you know, breaking up play rather than obviously with Scott Arfield and Ryan Jack.
The referee had a long look at that one. There's a yellow card for Calvin Bassey. It has been simmering, Kevin.
Yeah, just when it becomes a bit fractious, so I like that, you know, the wee bit of needle, and you need to put your foot in. And as a Rangers player, whether it's Hearts, Celtic, no team can come to Ibrox and bully you. No team can win second balls better than you. No team can run harder than you. That's just the way it has to be.
Gets it from Jack. Tries to release Morelos. Here's Ryan Jack, hits the target. But pouched by Craig Gordon. Again, Jack just imposing himself in the game, getting forward to support his first starts. And Moore had no idea really where he was for a moment. Rangers come forward again. Here's Scott Arfield, just taking off his toe.
Further out.
Anaesthetised Tav to pass it on. Oh, it's a good effort too. He gets the dip on it and whip on it. Squares it for Ryan Jack. On the move is Morelos again. It spins in the air off the backtracking defender.
Yeah, enough's never enough at this club, Tom. That's just the way it is. You need to realise that as a Rangers player. When you
again, what a job he's done today. Clever flick to Morelos. Is there a second? Oh, and it spins off the left boot of Craig Gordon and goes behind for a corner. Rangers just refusing to let Hearts out. Tavernier gets a piece of talent, but today he has really shown his qualities as Balogun stretches, gets something on it. On fire, driving into the box, chops it back, thinking about the early shot, and loses out to the back for Hearts in the first half. On a fresh air swipe, Boyce. Olsen has to get there, and he does. His coming in was Alex Cochrane. Rangers just a wee bit sloppy there, not getting out to players as quick as they have been in the first half so far, Kevin.
Yeah, a wee bit stretched as well. You know, James Tavernier comes in with Boyce, and when he does go in with Boyce,
it was Kingsley. Lofts it in again, bounces awkwardly. Danger right across the face of goal. Well, Alan McGregor didn't quite know whether to stick or twist. Bassey lost it in flight, and Boyce had his own ideas.
Yeah, it's a floaty one, to be honest. I think Alan McGregor, when he'll see it back, I actually thought he might have put it comfort.
There's Rangers through Jack. Oh, that's a dangerous challenge. And Bassey short with the header. Devlin lofts it over the goalkeeper. Quite wide. My goodness. Again, Rangers. Apologies from Calvin Bassey. His bread and butter delivery. As soon as you allow it to bounce, and you're on the back half, and this might pay the dividend as Bassey driving forward. Looks to find Aribo in an advanced area, diagonal, and it finds Mackay. Sims coming forward, takes a heavy first touch, loses out.
Probably one that didn't like them.
And the free kick. Fired in, comes off the head of Joe Aribo.
Calmness really. Show that wee bit composure to play through.
Here's the goal scorer, Fredo Morelos.
I thought he was going to pull the trigger.
He make a wee chance again. Oh, a curler! Magnificent from Morelos. A stunning finish. It's Alfie at the double. It's Rangers 2, Hearts 0.
That's right out the top draw, that, Tom. Right out the top draw for Morelos. I actually thought he was going to pull the trigger to start with. You know, first time he's really been involved, he just gets turned so loose. I thought he was going to pull the trigger there. Then he tries to play the wee thready one.
Guy. Ghost engages. McGregor gets involved. Still not clear. Still Morelos. Is there a hat-trick on? Oh, and blocked by Craig Gordon. It's still Lundstrom, and again he's strong. Holds off Bannon Gimme. Still John Lundstrom. This could be something special. It's blocked. Here, gets it back from Morelos. He's only got one for the season. Can he double his tally? It's Glenn Kamara! 2 minutes after coming off the bench. It's Rangers 3, Hearts 0. Kamara with his second of the season.
Just sensational, Tom. You know, we speak about running and intricate play and getting in behind this Hearts defence, and that is right out the top draw. Can't wait to see it back, to be honest. You know, lovely wee pass to start with, then he just gives and goes. You know,
takes over, fancies it, squeezes it back in, Arfield for 4. Blocked, second chance, goal! On his 100th league appearance, Scott Arfield, although the referee is checking with his assistant. The way Rangers flooded the box though, Kevin, it was reward for tenacity, flair and playing with absolute zip.
Yeah, superb. A great pass. He actually gets a wee bit lucky, but what a pass. And he's onside, Tom. Onside, beautiful pass. Would it have been better if it went in first team, of course.
His 100th league appearance for Rangers, Scott Arfield.
Go on in.
Kent with lightning acceleration. Fashion Junior! Make that 5. Terrific. But again, the contribution from Ryan Kent. Ramsey and Fashion Junior are queuing up for it. And Rangers, after inviting Hearts to perhaps impose themselves in the game in the opening exchanges after the turnaround, grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck again, played with real invention and zest, and have scored 5 along the way.
As soon as they've run without the ball,